Ever found yourself wondering if the events unfolding around us were predicted centuries ago? In the realm of religious texts, one book stands out for its mysterious and prophetic nature: the Book of Revelations. As the final book of the New Testament, it's filled with cryptic visions and predictions that have sparked intrigue, curiosity, and sometimes fear. Prophecy, in its most basic sense, is the foretelling of events yet to happen. It's like a glimpse into the future, a peek behind the cosmic curtain. But it's not just about predicting the future. It's about delivering a message, a divine warning or promise, from a higher power to us mortals. The Book of Revelations is a treasure trove of such prophetic messages. It's a series of visions given to John, a disciple of Jesus, while he was exiled on the island of Patmos. Among the many prophecies, some stand out for their profound implications and vivid imagery. Take for instance the seven seals. Each seal represents a series of catastrophic events leading up to the end of times. From wars and famine to earthquakes and celestial disturbances, the opening of these seals unleashes a sequence of calamities on Earth. Then there's the prophecy of the beast, a powerful entity characterized by the number 666. This beast, it's said, will rise to global dominance, marking a period of great tribulation. And who can forget the vision of the four horsemen of the apocalypse? Symbolizing conquest, war, famine, and death, they're said to bring about untold disaster on humankind. These prophecies, though ancient, continue to resonate with us. We see echoes of them in our world today, in the conflicts, natural disasters, and moral dilemmas we face. The Book of Revelations, filled with vivid imagery and cryptic messages, has captivated the minds of many. But could it be that these ancient words are coming to life in our present day? The Book of Revelations has long been a source of intrigue and speculation, but what does it actually say? Penned by John of Patmos, a mysterious figure believed to be the Apostle John, the Book of Revelations draws us into an apocalyptic world with its complex imagery and cryptic messages. This final book of the New Testament is a prophetic tour de force, brimming with visions of catastrophic judgments, battles between good and evil, and the ultimate triumph of righteousness. To fully grasp the Book of Revelations, we need to understand its context. It was written during a time of intense persecution of Christians under the Roman Empire. The author uses a form of writing known as apocalyptic literature, common among Jewish and Christian writings in times of distress. This style is characterized by symbolism and metaphor, making the text both evocative and enigmatic. One of the key prophecies in the Book of Revelations is the seven seals. Each seal represents a divine judgment upon the world, leading up to the end times. As each seal is broken, a new event unfolds: wars, natural disasters, economic turmoil, and even celestial disturbances. These apocalyptic events culminate in the return of Christ and the final judgment. Another prophecy often discussed is the mark of the beast. This mark, bearing the number 666, is said to be forced upon all people in the end times. It's a symbol of allegiance to the Antichrist, and those who refuse it face persecution. But here's where interpretations vary. Some see these prophecies as symbolic representations of spiritual truths or historical events. Others view them as literal predictions of future happenings. The Book of Revelations, with its rich tapestry of symbols and metaphors, leaves room for diverse interpretations. The Book of Revelations paints a vivid picture of future events, but are these prophecies merely symbolic, or could they be literal predictions of what's to come? As we look around at the world today, it's hard to ignore some striking parallels with the prophecies in the Book of Revelations. Take, for instance, the prophecy of the red horseman in the second seal. The scripture speaks of a horseman who was given the power to take peace from the earth and make men slay each other. As we witness the rise in conflicts and wars around the globe, it's hard to ignore the eerie resemblance to this prophecy. Then, there's the prophecy of the black horseman in the third seal, who carries a pair of scales and speaks of a day's wages for a quart of wheat. This could be interpreted as economic imbalance and scarcity, themes that are all too familiar in today's world. With increasing wealth gaps and food scarcity in various parts of the globe, it seems like the scales of the black horseman are tipping. The fourth seal introduces us to the pale horseman, representing death and followed by Hades. The rider was given authority over a quarter of the earth to kill with sword, famine, and plague. Isn't it uncanny how this resonates with the current global situation? We see a world grappling with a pandemic, nations battling food crises, and violence escalating in many regions. But let's also consider the prophecy of the seven trumpets. The first four trumpets bring about environmental destruction, and the last three, a series of woes upon humanity. As we witness the devastating effects of climate change and environmental degradation, it's hard not to draw parallels with the sounding of these trumpets. And it's not just the negative prophecies. There are also prophecies of unity and hope in the book of Revelations. For instance, the prophecy of the New Jerusalem, a symbol of unity and peace, could be seen in the growing global movements for justice, equality, and peace. These parallels between ancient prophecy and modern events are certainly thought-provoking. Could it be that we're living in the times foretold in the book of Revelations? So, what does it mean if these prophecies are indeed coming true? It's a question that has been asked countless times, and the answer is as complex as the prophecies themselves. From a religious perspective, the unfolding of these prophecies could be seen as an affirmation of faith, a tangible sign of the divine plan in action. It's a narrative that has been woven through centuries of belief, a testament to the enduring power of faith. It speaks to the conviction that every event, no matter how seemingly insignificant or catastrophic, is part of a grand design. On the other hand, from a secular viewpoint, these prophecies could be seen as a reflection of human nature and the cyclical patterns of history. Wars, famines, pandemics, natural disasters, these have been recurring themes throughout our past. The prophecies may simply be an ancient interpretation of these patterns, an attempt to make sense of the world and our place within it. Regardless of your stance, the correlations between the book of Revelations and the events unfolding around us can serve as a catalyst for introspection. They encourage us to question, to seek answers, to delve deeper into the mysteries of existence. They prompt us to reflect on our actions, our values, our relationships with each other, and the world at large. So, as we delve into these prophetic perspectives, let's not lose sight of the value of critical thinking. Let's remember that no matter how compelling the parallels may be, correlation does not always imply causation. It's important to sift through the information, to question, to contemplate, and most importantly, to form our own opinions. Prophecy or coincidence, divine plan or human pattern, the interpretation is as personal as the belief. The beauty of these prophecies lies not in their potential to predict the future, but in their power to provoke thought, to inspire dialogue, and to challenge our understanding of the world. Whether you're a believer or a skeptic, the parallels between the book of Revelations and current world events are undeniably fascinating. As we come to the end of this exploration, it's clear that the book of Revelations continues to hold relevance in our modern world. We have delved into the prophetic ponderings of this final book in the New Testament, unearthing its enigmatic symbolism and rich allegorical content. We've seen the four horsemen, the seven seals, the beast, and the final judgment as they are described in the text, and we've also examined how these symbols might be interpreted in a contemporary context. In our quest for understanding, we've drawn parallels between the visions of John the Apostle, as recorded in the book of Revelations, and the events unfolding in our world today. From environmental crises and societal upheaval to technological advancements and global conflicts, we've seen how these could potentially align with the prophetic visions of this ancient text. We've also taken a look at different prophetic perspectives, exploring how various interpretations can shape our understanding of both the book of Revelations and the world around us. We've seen how some view the text as a literal prophecy of end times, while others see it as a metaphorical commentary on the struggles of early Christian communities. In this contemplation, we encourage you to continue your exploration of these fascinating parallels. Dive deeper into the text, engage in discussions, and form your own interpretations. Remember, the book of Revelations, like all religious texts, is open to interpretation, and its meaning may shift and change as we navigate through life's complexities. As we part ways, let us remember that the book of Revelations is not just a tale of doom and gloom. It also speaks of hope, resilience, and the potential for renewal. It is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always a possibility for transformation and growth. Whether coincidence or divine prophecy, the echoes of the book of Revelations in our world today invite us all to ponder the mysteries of time, history, and the future yet to come.